Hello and welcome to another episode of Raisu Reviews. So Wonderfest happened, Wonderfest 2026 winter, and I didn't do a video for Wonderfest summer because not a lot interesting happened, but I think Wonderfest winter was really good, and there's a lot of cool stuff, especially a few things I in particular am excited for. So yeah, we're just going to go through them. We're not going to be as detailed as we go through Ami because I only have one image and sometimes they're not painted. But yeah, here we go. First we have this Lyricos recoil figure from Aniplex, not painted yet, but it has both the girls sitting in front of this little tree, and I can't quite tell what the thing behind them is. Maybe it's just like a fence post or a sign that doesn't have writing on it yet. But yeah, I do like the stand. It's really cute. And, you know, this is a nice little Yuri pairing, so this will be a cute little figure when it's fully painted, probably. I'm excited to see it. Up next, we have Akane from Gridman by Apex Toys. I feel like I'm starting to get Gridman fatigue. There's so many figures now. This is just a chair on another stand. So they didn't feel confident in the chair standing up by itself, or I don't know. I think there's better Akane figures than this. I don't really like the fur. I don't know what you'd call that, like little small thing. God, I need to know words better. Whatever, the little fur thing she's holding. I don't love that usually. I think her dress is cute. She has a little fan in her hand. It doesn't look super detailed. I don't super love the sculpt. I've seen some better Gridman figures, especially of Akane. I almost prefer her in like her default outfit. But yeah, it's fine. It is what it is. And then we have a Bokihava figure from Belfine for one. So this is Anna Yamada. I kind of don't want sexy Anna Yamada figures at all. This girl doesn't look like it at all, but she's in middle school. Doesn't look like a middle schooler at all, so that's what it is. But this is the typical like beach stand that's been happening a lot with like a little bit of water and sand and a little beach ball, and then she's in a bathing suit. Yeah, so she's a model in the show, so like this is something that is not like super out of character. But yeah, if I want a Yamada figure, I want like a cute one with her and God, I can't remember his name right now. But yeah, it's okay. And up next we have another Belfine figure for Saba, the VTuber. I like Saba like enough. I'm not as in love with her as I was her previous persona. I think the magic has kind of just worn off for me a little bit. This is not like doing anything like that. I think Saba figures could easily kind of go in the wrong direction. I kind of like where this is going. Like it has like an interesting stand, and she has a really cute dynamic expression. So I'm excited to see the color of this. Like it would have to be like really impressive for me to consider it at all. But I do like that she's getting it, and it looks like they're putting some effort into it. Like I think this is a little bit better than the Yamada one, just based on what I can see here. Up next is Claynel 1 Blue Archive Sayori. Don't know if this stand is final, because you can see that there's another clear plastic stand on top of this clear plastic riser what they used to display at these figure events. I think this is a really cool pose. You don't like see this pose very often. I think her halo looks good. The dress looks pretty cool. It looks like it's going to drape over well. I think I have a good idea in my memory of what colors this dress is. Let me look up dress Sayori quickly. Oh, I found the exact image this is based on. So yeah, this dress is pure white. And yeah, they just 100% took the Ergacha image. And yeah, so this is going to be just pure stark white, and her hair is like a bluish black. And that's all the color there is besides the black on her gun. So this is probably not going to do it for me overall when it comes to just the overall design, but I do think this will be a nice looking Sayori figure for sure. Up next we have Claynel 2 Nikkei. It just dawns on me that this is the second Claynel, not that it's Claynel 2. Yeah, so anyways, the second Claynel is Bredy from Nikkei. I don't like her face sculpt like right away. And again, this kind of reads to me as like a temporary stand and there's going to be something else. I do think she's doing everything else that Bretty needs to do. Like she needs to be thick in the right places. Actually, she's just kind of thick everywhere, and that's great. And she's got her little lollipop. But yeah, it's alright. Hard to say without color though. And this is Claynell. Yeah, so it's going to be okay. Up next from Claynell again is Polka from Hololive. With like this kind of like very like I like this plaque right here, like the Omaru Troop Grand Circus. I know I don't like people's names on plaques in that like old Griffin style, but this has more character to it and it looks like a big top sign, so that's great. It's gonna be polka colors. It's gonna be like very like lots of different colors, like pink, purple, red, bunch of I think some yellow. This little guy I've seen before, and he's gonna look really fun. It looks like it's very dynamic. The color on this one's gonna be very important because she's just a character with a lot of colors going on. I used to really like Polka. I kind of fell off of her, but yeah, another one I'm excited to see the final product of. I like the stand a lot. Oh, stop right there. You almost thought you could get away from me, but I found you. It's the support stand on right by her knee right here. They just think they can get away with this. I let one go in the last video I recorded, but here we go. I see it. You're not hiding it from me. Up next from Elegant, we have Kotone from Idolmaster. I really like Kotone's design in general. Yeah, so Kotone does have a few figures, and to be honest, this one doesn't look like super different from the rest of Kotone's figures, but I don't know. I like her expression. The pose is kind of weird and unnatural. Is she like trying to like walk against the rain, or is she getting like splashed? It makes me think she's getting splashed. I don't know. She's like kind of taking like a defensive pose, but she's happy about it. Yeah, but she's cute. I'm sure this color will be cute. I'm curious if this jacket is just going to be yellow, as she usually is, but I don't know. It's cute. And up next is by Phoenix. We have Rumia. Something about this face sculpt is like really striking. I also kind of like the hair. Rumia figures is something I also think is probably pretty rare. She kind of controls darkness, so that's why she has this weird kind of this effect piece and also the stand that I think looks pretty cool. There's no support poles anywhere hiding, maybe. So yeah, this is cool. It almost like her face like almost reminds me more of like a doll than a figure. And her hair, the sculpt on her hair also kind of makes me think that. Oh, this is cool. I can't even like really tell how much this figure is. It's like kind of simple, but it also looks like super well sculpted. That's cool. Up next is another Phoenix figure from Martian successor Nadeshiko. Not something we see. I think we saw a Nadeshiko figure last year, actually, but I'm not super familiar with it, so I don't know this other character's name. I think this one here is Nadeshiko. I don't know if you can see the cursor, but it's really interesting. It's an old show. I like when old shows get figures. It's a cool dynamic pose. I wonder if it's like probably like a direct reference to a scene that happens. They're holding hands, which is always good. And the sculpt looks pretty decent, and the faces, and they capture like the old anime vibe while still looking like a new figure. That's good. Excited for the color of that one. Up next is another Phoenix Toho. This is Raisin, again, not colored. I wonder what this effect piece is going to look like. I kind of wish she had like some aura coming out of her eyes, because I just kind of associate this character with her aura, her lunatic power. But she's still doing like her finger guns. And the sculpt looks good again, and she's like even like a little bit thick for Raisin. I like this. I've always been a fan of Raisin's design. I like how big her rabbit ears are. I feel like we always restrain ourselves to rabbit ears, but they're just flopping pose. Cool. We're getting some cool Toho figures in the year of our Lord 2026. That's awesome. And then we have Ave Musica with Saki and all the girls in this portrait figure thing that I don't love what they do, but it makes a lot of sense for Ave Musica because they do this thing, and she's like the leader of all of them in the play they do. I like the only part of the color is these yellow eyes. Also, it's very creepy. Maybe they just never cover this. This is the full color. I kind of just I like how like doll-like they look. I like how creepy this is. This is cool as heck. I like this. For being like a style of figure I don't like, I think they kind of nailed it. Okay, next we have from Freeing. We have Chiaki from Danganronpa, which I assume is a 1/4 due to the measuring here. Thank you for the little scale. And she looks like she's next to Junko. I wonder if that's next. Something about an uncolored Freeing figure just looks really, really weird. You can kind of see like when they don't cut, they're just lack of overall detail. I don't know. It looks fine. I like Chiaki a lot, but I think she already has a Freeing figure, if I remember correctly, because I think I wanted it for a while, but then I changed my mind because of Freeing figures. Also, they take up a lot of economy in your house, which is another reason I changed my mind. But yeah, I guess we'll see that color. It's not going to really change my opinion, though. I like the little sleeves, at the very least. Chiaki just wouldn't do this. And then, yeah, we are getting Junko also from Freeing. I like this even less than Chiaki one. I think Junko's a cool character, but I think she's a cool as hell character, but I'm not somebody who'd collect figures of her. And yeah, it's just another fucking Freeing bunny girl. Let's go. Up next we have Good Smile Art Shanghai 1 Dress Up Darling. This looks really fucking cute. It's a really simple looking figure. Maybe it's like even like a 1/7 or 1/8, sorry. But I don't know, I think it's like a little bit sexy, but I also really like the outfit. It's super cute. I like the use of color. It's very Halloween-y. I hope this is coming out around Halloween. So they tried it with these figure dates, but it probably comes out in like February next year. But yeah, really cute. Marin looks super great. I like the little tattoos and makeup. The pose is really cute. And this outfit is just slaying. Stands whatever, but the little stand actually makes me think this is a 1/8 because it's like a very 1/8 stand. But this is not a prize figure because it's Good Smile Art Shanghai. And it looks way too good for a prize figure. So I'm going to say this is probably either a 1/8 or a cheaper 1/7. Up next is Yuka from Blue Archive from Good Smile Art Shanghai as well. I like the bedhead on Yuka. Yuka is not my favorite Blue Archive character. I find her very milquetoast. It has this little kind of felt stand. She got her little sleepy slippers and sleepy pajamas and pillow. I do like all the concept though. I don't think we get a lot of just sleepy bedtime figures without any trying to be sexy like most Blue Archive figures. It's just cute. She's just ready for bed. I sympathize with that. And up next we have Anon from Bang Dream. Good Smile Art Shanghai. This is Anon. It kind of barely looks like Anon. Is this just mislabeled or no? I think that is Anon. Just her hair color is a bit different. Or maybe just when it's not in the 3D CG and instead in a 2D figure. Yeah, it has this weird backdrop that looks like she's attached to because I don't see support poles. I do like the sculpt and the look of it. They have their questionably kind of a different take on their stage outfits that are questionable at best. But it suits them. I like the open skirt here and her pose. Hair color is throwing me off, but yeah, she looks really cute. I think this figure is probably on the lower end of price, I hope, because it just doesn't look insanely good. But I don't know, it's good to see. And we also have Tamori with the same kind of deal. Is there going to be support poles? Is she just on the bait on this part here? I don't know. Her hair color is also a little bit different than in the show. I like her outfit a bit more. I kind of just like Tamori more than Anon in general. Not that I don't like Anon, I just really like Tamori. So I would get this if it wasn't for this like stand, because I kind of just hate both of these stands. But she herself is cute, but they want to do this like weird dynamic pose that makes them have this stand. So I don't know. Maybe they look really good together, but Anon barely looks like Anon to me, and I don't know. Tamora looks cute, but depends on the price. I think it depends on the price a lot. Up next, we have more Gridman from Good Smile Company. This time, not Shanghai. And we have Rika and Akane together. Yeah, pretty simple. It's just the thick thigh pair. They're looking cute. I've always been a little bit more into Akane than Rika, but they both look really cute. These figures are always mostly good. I'm just kind of getting fatigue from seeing them. Really good for the fans of Gridman who really like these characters. I'm sure there are some really cool ass Akane and Rika collections where you have like an Akane cabinet next to a Rika cabinet, and maybe somehow you connect them in between so they have the ones where they're together. I don't know, it's really cute. I love it. I love that they're getting these figures. The figure itself, it's fine. Up next we have Good Smile Company Musume Tamamo Cross. I remember seeing the grayscale version of this at a different event, not Wonfes, something in between. The stand has her name on it, kind of tackily. And it's kind of just very bog standard. There's a lot you could do with Tamamo for a figure. You could have her doing like white lightning for her like aura, some cool dynamic pose, but they kind of just chose her like adjusting her glove, which is something she does, but like I want more. I want a 35,000 yen Tamamo that looks like a 35,000 yen Tamamo. This is going to be like 25,000 yen. That's probably too much for it. But I just want it with like the cool white lightning effect. She's like leaning in to start her doing her aura thing. And there's just like a really well done set piece going on. Instead, we just kind of get these like bog standard figures. Still good to see her though. I love Tama, but I don't know. I want more. Up next, we have Shinobu from Monogatari from Good Smile Company. I just remembered I'm still waiting on a Shinobu figure, am I not? So this is like, maybe I'm not here. I haven't done this part of her arc, or like maybe this is in the 2 seasons I haven't watched. Off Monster or whatever. But this is cool. They just got these like shaft mannequins in the background, and she's like melting in this like little, well, she's standing in a little waterfall pool. She's got, I forgot the exact name of this mask, but she's got that mask on. She's got her cool ass sword, but she looks very standard. But I'm sure this is trying to evoke a particular scene in a particular scene, and I don't either remember it or have not seen it yet. Need to get to that, but I don't know. It's cool as hell, and I'm looking forward to the full color. And up next, we have another Good Smile Company. We have Blue Archive Eris. I like this actually for a nice simple figure of Eris. It's cute, it's clean, and she's got her big fuck-off railgun, which I think is like one of my favorite weapons in Blue Archive. Railguns are just cool. It's just a big laser that she has to charge forever. I used her in I think I remember her skill like cost like a lot, but it just cleared everything. I don't. This is like, and it's very like Genki, and she's being held up by her hair instead of a support pole because she has giant hair. Yeah, I'm really excited for the color on this one because like if this railgun looks really sweet. I know there's no effects, but I don't know. It's just cool. It's a great pose, and it does a lot for the figure, and she looks really happy. I love that. Up next, we have this sexy dragon lady Miku with like a bunch of like kind of like Chinese dragon motifs. Yeah, because like those are like the Chinese dragon horns, almost like she's like from Arknights here. Very beautiful. I don't like really love the look of her face, and they're going for something different. I'm not gonna say it's a bad sculpt, but everything else is gorgeous. These little like clouds here, that are also like incorporated into the design of the dress itself. The use of the green hair curling behind her, and then it looks like she has a big dragon tail, which also like is gilded in gold, along with like these little cloud parts too. Can't quite tell just based on the angle if that's actually a tail, but I'll say it is because she has a little like ring around part of the tail with some more flowers, and she's like in this. She's stepping very lightly into like a very mystical looking pond. And the outfit's very, very good. She's like super skinny, but like, I don't know. I think it's quite beautiful, and I know some of my friends are really into this one too. Next we have Katie Cole gushing over Magical Girls. I can't remember the name of this character. God, I can't remember her name. Whatever. Gushing just got announced for a second season of anime, so I wonder if that's why we're getting another round of figures. This is probably my least favorite of all the girls in the show. I think this is the one that like is the first one that really likes getting punished. From the very little I've watched that show before I noped out. But it's alright. It's not my favorite pose. I don't really like this character's design super a lot. The weapon looks kind of bad. It's got a support peg for the support foot holder. Yeah, just not super feeling this one. It's alright. Wish it was doing more. Up next we have Haruhi, also from Katie Cole. This is like, it's cool that we're getting a Haruhi figure. This is like super bog standard, not a lot going on. It is cute, and her pose is cute, and she still looks like old Haruhi. They didn't like gloss this up to look like a new anime character. But yeah, it's serviceable. I wonder, is there a price here? I don't see a price. I think that says 20th anniversary. There's no way. 2000, yeah, it is 20 years. Oof. Oh god. Ignoring that fact, it's cute, but I think I'm way past the point of where I'd buy a Haruhi figure. If they released this to me back in like 2008, yeah, I guess it is 20 years. 2008, I would buy this up, but I also wouldn't be able to afford it back then. So, oh well. Cool. Next we got Katie Cole Slayer's Lena. Again, we're getting more old anime characters as figures, and not just the ones we always get from the old ones like Lum. We got Lena here from, I haven't seen a single episode of Slayers, but I know it's like an old comedy with some cool parts to it. And also the opening is really, really good. But she looks really cute. I like her expression. Kind of just holding out her hand, doing maybe a pose that she does in the anime. But the outfit looks good. It keeps that 90s charm. The cape looks cool. The stand is very boring and orange. But whatever. This is probably not going to be a super expensive figure, I would imagine. And yeah, it looks good. Another Kayako dress figure. And I also don't like this one. We just talked about this in another video. I like the stand. Full stop. I think her head looks gigantic. I don't know what it is. It's like her hair is just too big. I just still don't like this dress on figures. I like it in fan art and stuff. I've always thought it's cute, but they're just not getting the Kayako figures in a way I want them. There's just not enough going on, and she always looks so uninterested. This character does smile. This character does have fun. Show that part of her. I don't know. Just I'm tired of seeing Kayako. Whenever I see a Kayako figure, I should be jumping for joy and regretting that I have to buy another figure. But so far, not a single Kayako figure, one of my favorite game characters, has sparked anything. Up next, we have, I'm going to zoom in on this one a bit. We have Arknights Enfield Yvonne from Mythios. God, Mythios is so good at making Arknights figures. It's incredible. Just look, this figure is going to be $400 for sure. But look at the stand. It's just absolutely immaculate with all these like screens everywhere. And it looks like she's got like a recording device here. I'm not going to be able to zoom super in on her herself without it getting blurry. But she also looks great. I love this. I love this design. I like the little blue mixed in with the pink hair and the horns. She's got a little thickness to her. These really cool boots that also have paw pads on them for some reason. And this really cool like chair here. Like she's in like some like super like futuristic like hacking chair. You know, it's really cool. I wonder if she's like the person who like tells you what to do. I haven't played any Enfield yet, and I won't. So I don't know. Another ballpark home run from Mythios. One of the best figure makers right now, in my opinion. Even though I don't own any of them. Up next, we have the Nendo Good Smile Company Blue Archive. Train Girls is written here. They're called Shupogaki. I like this one more for reference, but these were going to get Nendoroids eventually, and I don't think I'm going to get them, even though I do like them, but I just got to be careful with where I spend my money on Nendoroids, but maybe if I see them for the right price, I would get them, but I feel like you have to get both of them, and I wonder if they'll come together. Probably. I think they will come together. I think maybe if the color really sparks joy, I might get them, but they do look really cute from what I see so far. I'm sure they'll have some really fun faceplates too. Up next is another Nendoroid from Blue Archive, spelled wrong, is Seiya. I think Seiya is really pretty. I'm kind of waiting for like a Seiya figure that really grabs me. This Nendoroid's really cute though, and I kind of like it a lot. Maybe this is a Nendoroid I get. I'm not going to super get into detail of Nendoroids, but this is cute. I think Seiya's so pretty, and I really like this. Next we have Nendoroid of Kaede and also Shuichi. I'll talk about these two together because they're very interlinked. Yeah, these look really good. I kind of really like the new Nendoroids. They're just kind of putting more effort into them. I don't know. That's why they're redoing some of the other ones. But out of these two, I like Kaede more, obviously, because I like her design more. But Shuichi doesn't look bad either. And here's a Good Smile Company Nendoroid of Fallen. It looks a little awkward because obviously it doesn't really super make sense. Sorry, my little kitty was screaming at nothing. We just gotta pet him a little bit. He'll be satisfied. I'll get to you soon. I'm almost done. I don't know if I'm actually done. Almost done. I think it still looks cute. I hope she has another good faceplate because I don't like this faceplate. But yeah, it's a weird one, and I guess they're gonna do it eventually, and it makes sense. But eh. Up next we have Lane in her teddy bear outfit. That's really cute. She has teddy bear slippers. But yeah, this was just another thing that was just a matter of time. It's cute as heck. And then we have some more Nendoroids. We have Sakiko from Ave Musica. I guess I just said Saki earlier, but I meant to say Sakiko. This is Shanghai. I find the Good Smile Shanghai Nendoroids are usually a little bit less good than the regular ones. So I kind of avoid them to some degree, and I think that's the case here. I don't really love the look of this. Another one, my editor told me about this one. We have the famous Get Good boss. We have the Capra Demon from Dark Souls 1, along with his two dogs that aggro you as soon as you walk in the room. It looks really stupid, and I think the dogs look awful. I'm glad it exists. I'm sure this one will actually sell pretty well. Just this is a very iconic boss fight for like difficulty in gaming, so yeah, it's cute, but I would never get this. Okay, next we are on to the thing I really care about. There's a bit Oni My figure, and it has some of the worst support pulls I've seen. I like that they're like thinner, at least, but they're also still so egregious. It's just, I don't know. I'm still gonna get it. Like, I think first off, Mahiri looks super cute. Almost like better than Mahiro, I want to say, even though like Mahiro is one of my favorite characters ever. She just looks cuter here. I gotta say she has won this day. I might get them together if they come together. But I do like this Gyaru look that Mahiro is going for. She's got like the selfie stick on like a magical girl wand. And she's got the shirt around her waist and doing a cute pose. I love her socks. I love everything about it. Just the support pulls suck. And then Mahiri looks just super cute. And she has like the little characters that are in the opening. I think they're like some of the pillows on their couches. You know, it's really cute. This is a guaranteed pre-order for me. I'm just gonna buy almost every Mahiro figure that comes out, so almost every one. So yeah, love to see it. Up next we have another. Oh, this is not the wrong Atelier. By Fat again. We have Yumiya from Atelier Yumiya. I like that the bucket is like a slime. It has a face. That's really cute. Also, this water stand is pretty cool. It has a good effect piece. I think this bucket is on a support pole though, and they're trying to make me not see it. Yeah, good dynamic pose. Cute figure. She looks really good too. Fat Company does good work, except their support poles. And then we have Dansu Flame from Musume, from the movie Beginning of a New Era is the name of that movie. Yeah, this is not like a character that super jumped out to me. It's alright. It's not very dynamic, but it looks well sculpted and whatever, but it's just not enough going on for me for a character I'm not a big fan of in the first place. And then we have Neo Universe from This Is Pop GSC now. So these are pop-up parades. I like Neo Universe. If this is cheap enough, I would maybe get this because I think she's really like cute. She's got that like space cadet thing going on that I like. Yeah, not much about a pop without a color yet, so we'll move on. We got from Berserk this Pop Max Factory. This looks pretty good. I wonder how expensive this is. I believe this is like, I'm still reading the manga, but I believe this is like Guts like super form, and it looks really like cool and solemn. I love it. Next we have Prime 1 Studio Black Rock Shooter. Looks like she has this giant gun that's on a giant support stand. This is not even a support pole, but this whole like stand in general looks really cool. I think you kind of just forgive this one for everything that's going on. Obviously, these parts are just reflections in this person taking the picture. With like the big like moon stand here. This is gonna be like a $500 figure. Really cool looking. Well, the effect piece looks really good. Obviously, they had to make a sacrifice to put this support pole for the gun, but the gun looks so fucking cool. This figure's gonna be so much money. Next, another Prime 1 Studio Kill la Kill figure that also looks like it's gonna be tons of money. It sucks that both the Prime 1s have such big reflections. This figure is gonna be like $700 at least. It looks incredible though. They both look great. They capture the art style. It's super dynamic, and the star is going off everywhere. Holy crap! This probably looks so cool in real life. Great figure. Up next is a Gochi Usa Prisma Wing figure. Also, this is Is this Chino? Looks really cute though. I like this like underwater, like mermaid thing with all like the coral and the little fishies and the bubbles. Really cute. That's fine. It's cute, and I think this is like her version, like an underwater version of her little rabbit. Yeah, cool design, cool concept too. I wonder what particularly this is from. And then we have another Onimai figure, another thing I have to pre-order. I believe this prototype was shown a few events ago. I might have talked about it then, I might have not. But I think this is super cute. I think their hair color is like a little bit weird. It's like a little bit dark for Mahiro's hair. I think maybe they did it for the sake of contrast. I love the stand on that particular gender icon they use for her. I like the little stupid smiley rabbit. I like the dress is like it's a bunny girl outfit, but it's like kind of still tasteful, and the pose does a lot of work from it. This is Q's Q, a company I have like a mixed relationship with, where like I think they've gotten a lot better, so I'm worried about the stability of this figure. But I'll find out because I have to buy this, so we'll see this one in the future. Oh god, she looks so cute. I love her expression. She looks so happy. And up next, another Q's Q one from Unicorn Overlord. I don't know the name of this character. I've seen her around. I think she has like a lot of black and green going on from what I remember. But yeah, she has like a bunch of bats, this like snake staff. And her outfit looks like really well detailed, and she's really well sculpted. And there's also this little like spiral darkness stand here looks good. And her hat, big witch hat, looks good. Also seems to have some kind of like something extra going on here, like maybe like some lizard claws or horns. It's cool. Q is really good at making really good looking prototypes that disappoint you eventually. But yeah, this looks really good. Up next, another Spirit Tail. Sorry, not another Spirit Tail with this My Hero Academia figure. I forget this character's name too, but it's the buff bunny girl from My Hero Academia. It looks like after a certain event happened. Without the color on this one, it's hard to say. I don't love this character's design, but she looks really powerful. I wish they made her look a little bit more buff, but at least she's got like a six-pack and some tone to her muscles. But this character is more buff than this, in my opinion. So I wish they gave that more. And this stand is kind of just like she's sitting on slabs of concrete. I don't know. It's okay. Next is... Oh, is that the end? That's the end of Spirit Tail already. Next from Union Creative is Azure Lane. I think this character is unicorns. Hey, maybe I'm wrong because there's no horn. But it looks like she's like either trying to protect this little bird who's getting swallowed by darkness, or she is doing it to the little bird herself. I love the pose though, even though they have to use these little foot stands. It works here. I like the use of color. I like her like expression. It's really cute, and he's just not doing well. Super cute little figure. Up next we have Kogane from Idolmaster from Union Creative as well. This kind of reminds me of like almost to the level of like the altar idol figures of old. I like that the little bunny here is also doing the signals. She looks really cute. This looks well sculpted too. I'm not super familiar with this character, but I like the gradient in her hair. I like the pose and like what they're going for. I like this outfit. It's like kind of a sailor, kind of a cheerleader. I don't know. It's really cute. I also like the flags. They look well detailed and they look like they're blowing in the wind. Up next we have Union Creative again with Happy Chaos. I hate this motherfucker so much. Yeah, it looks good. This is a blue character if you don't know, so he's mostly blue with some highlights around like the different little X's and some tattoos and stuff. He doesn't wear shoes and he smells really bad. Yeah, he just shoots his gun and B's annoying. Yeah, I hate this character so much. I can't even look at the figure right. I'm sure it looks good. I'm sure the color will make it look great, even better. Up next is from Wave. We have Natori Sana. Who that is? Is that a VTuber? Just kind of just in this cute like Chinese outfit with like the little hat and the buns. Cute little like yin yang stand. I don't know. It's just a cute little figure. I don't know much about this character though. And we have from Wing 1. From Wing. Stop saying the number. Crim Alloway. Holy crap, what is this figure going for? I like it's like super zoomed in, so I can't even see the rest of her. But Grim Alloway is like a lolly succubus, if you don't know, from Bomber Girl. I do kind of still like her design sometimes, and she has some intense figures already. But it's hard to tell what's really going on without the color here, but this figure looks like it's going for something. I'm curious to see what that something is, but you can definitely see that she's not wearing much clothes, because this character never wears much clothes. And that is it. That is all the interesting figures that we saw from Wonderfest. I am in particular super excited about Onimai, and also Onimai all the way back here. These Prime 1 Studio figures look amazing. And also this Mythios figure in particular looks really good, as the Mythios figures usually do. But I also like the Arisu from Blue Archive a lot. There she is. Looking forward to the color of that. I also kind of didn't love these Mygo figures. I like this Marin figure. This Aviuska one is really inspired. And this Rumia figure kind of impressed me. And was there anything else from the beginning? No, that's about it. That really stood out to me. But some good stuff here. I think it's going to be another good year of figures. Obviously, not everything is announced at these events anymore. They do a lot of event announcing in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, I hope you liked our little look at Wonderfest, and we'll see you around very soon.